This is Tony from the A Minute to Midnight Show, and today I am bringing you part 5 in the series of the New World Order in 2018. Many people wonder what the end-time global religion will be. Some say Islam, some say the Roman Catholic Church, others say apostate Judaism and the Kabbalah, and there are various others as well. I want to produce today a video to give you some food to thought that perhaps Luciferianism is ultimately the end-time religion. I'll give you a bit of an overview as to why I think it's a distinct possibility. Firstly, if we look in Luke chapter 4, and this is the temptations of Jesus, it says in verse 6, the devil said to him, "All this authority I'll give you, and their glory, for this has been delivered to me, and I will give it to whomever I wish. Therefore, if you will worship me, all will be yours." Lucifer there, or Satan, is demanding worship. He's not disguising himself. Jesus knows exactly who he is, and he says that all the kingdoms and authority have been given to him. Now, if that were a lie, Jesus would have pulled him up on it, but in fact he didn't. So I believe that shows the devil is in control in the world system, and ultimately he wants to be worshipped. And he also says he can give that power to whomever he wishes. If we flip across to Revelation chapter 13 and verse 4, it says, "So they worshipped the dragon, who gave authority to the beast, and they worshipped the beast, saying, 'Who is like the beast?'" So it says in that verse that they worship the dragon. We know from scripture that the dragon is Satan or Lucifer. The secret societies that follow the ancient mystery religion acknowledge Lucifer, and many actually worship him. Muslims don't worship Lucifer, at least not consciously, but Freemasons, the Illuminists, do. This can even be traced to, for example, the Lucis Trust, formerly the Lucifer Publishing Company, who have their headquarters at the United Nations. In 2 Thessalonians 2, 3 and 4, it says, "Don't let anyone deceive you in any way, for that day will not come until the rebellion occurs and the man of lawlessness is revealed, the man doomed to destruction. He will oppose and will exalt himself over everything that is called God or is worshipped, so that he sets himself up in God's temple, proclaiming himself to be God." See, that is what Lucifer, I believe, already is doing. He's replacing God, he's replacing Jesus through the New Age movement and the Luciferians, and he is placing himself as God. The ultimate coup would be if he can get all of humanity to worship him as the replacement for God. So I want to show you why I think that is a distinct possibility that the one world religion will end up being a worshipping of Lucifer, and that they will know exactly who they're worshipping. Lucifer, or Satan, will give his power to the beast, and ultimately, because he's such a narcissist, he will want the worship for himself through the beast. And so the global religion, I believe, will be one that actually worships Lucifer.
A world where the United Nations, freed from Cold War stalemate, is poised to fulfill the historic vision of its founders.
After 1989, President Bush said, and it's a phrase that I often use myself, that we needed a new world order.
A new world order?
Into the creation of a new world order.
I'm just going to lay a foundation here with a very brief history of the United Nations. In 1942, representatives of 26 countries fighting the Rome-Berlin-Tokyo axis decided to affirm their support by signing the Declaration by United Nations. Then, following that, in 1945 was held what is known as the San Francisco Conference. They had a number of meetings, and then it was on the 25th of June that they held the last meeting. Lord Halifax presided and put the final draft of the Charter to the meeting. "This issue upon which we are about to vote," he said, "is as important as any we shall ever vote in our lifetime." The next day, the Charter was signed. That's the United Nations Charter. Behind each delegate stood the other members of the delegation against a colourful semicircle of flags of 50 nations. The Charter of the United Nations, which you have just signed, said President Truman in addressing the final session, is a solid structure upon which we can build a better world. History will honour you for it. Between the victory in Europe and the final victory in this most destructive of all wars, you have won a victory against war itself. With this charter, the world can begin to look forward to the time when all worthy human beings may be permitted to live decently as free people. The United Nations did not come into existence at the signing of the charter. In many countries, a charter had to be approved by their congresses or parliaments. But on the 24th of October 1945, the United Nations officially came into existence. 4 years of planning and the hope of many years had materialized in an international organization designed to end war and promote peace, justice, and better living for all mankind. I'm not going to spend any great time on discussing the Theosophical Society, but it's important to mention the following: that on May 3rd, 1878, in a prospectus issued to explain the origin, plan and aim of the Theosophical Society, to the pen of Helena Petrovna Blavatsky and drafted by a Colonel H.S. Olcott, was stated this, just a very short piece I'll read. The Society teaches and expects its fellows to personally exemplify the highest morality and religious aspiration, now get this, to oppose the materialism of science and every form of dogmatic theology, especially the Christian, which the chiefs of the Society regard as particularly pernicious, to make known among Western nations the long suppressed facts about Oriental religious philosophies, their ethics, chronology, esotericism, symbolism, to counteract as far as possible the efforts of missionaries to delude the so-called heathen and pagans as to the real origin and dogma of Christianity. And so on it goes. Basically, Blavatsky was saying straight out there that the goal is to subvert Christianity. The reason why I felt it was important to mention that is because Madame Blavatsky was a huge influence on Alice A. Bailey, who founded in 1922 the Lucifer Publishing Company, which is now known today as the Lucis Trust, and it is centered in the United Nations. You're going to see why the connection between Blavatsky and Bailey, the Lucis Trust, and the United Nations is so significant. This is from the Lucis Trust website. For a brief period of 2 or 3 years in the 1920s, when Alice and Foster Bailey were beginning to publish the books published under her name, they named their fledgling publishing company Lucifer Publishing Company. By 1925, the name was changed to Lucis Publishing Company, has remained that ever since. Both Lucifer and Lucius come from the same root word, Lucius, being the Latin generative case meaning of light. The Baileys' reason for choosing the original name are not known to us, but we can only surmise that they, like the great teacher H.P. Blavatsky, for whom they had enormous respect, sought to elicit a deeper understanding, get this, of the sacrifice made by Lucifer. Alice and Foster Bailey were serious students and teachers of Theosophy, a spiritual tradition which views Lucifer as one of the solar angels, those advanced beings who Theosophy say descended, thus the fall, from Venus to our planet eons ago to bring the principle of mind to what was then animal man. In the theosophical perspective, the descent of these solar angels was not a fall into sin or disgrace, but rather an act of great sacrifice, as is suggested in the name Lucifer, which means light bearer. Now, for those of you who may not know, the god of Luciferian witchcraft, or Seth, or Set, known as Samael or Satan, they believe that Azazel or Lucifer brought to Cain the black flame of consciousness, which is pretty much what they've just said in the Lucis Trust document there. In their belief, this was Set's gift, or whoever, Satan, Samael, whatever you want to call him, gift to mankind. In the black tradition of the Luciferian Trinity is Samael, Lilith and Cain, and the goddess of Luciferian witchcraft is Lilith. They actually believe that Samael or Satan is not the devourer as the Bible teaches, but is the saviour. And further to that, in her book The Secret Doctrine, Volume 1, page 194, it says, "Fall of angels as it is called, Satan and his rebellious host would thus prove, when the meaning of the allegory is explained, to have refused to create physical man, only to become," listen to this, "the direct saviours and the creators of divine man." So you can there see the direct quote from Madame Blavatsky's book. Okay, now folks, it's going to start to get really interesting, I think, here, and somewhat alarming. We're going to look at the Lucis Trust. Before I look more specifically at the teachings of Alice Bailey, I want to just go to the Lucis Trust website here. Lucis Trust, support of the United Nations. The Lucis Trust has consultative status with the Economic and Social Council of the United Nations, and world goodwill is recognised by the Department of Public Information at the United Nations as a non-governmental organisation or NGO. Plays an active role in the United Nations, particularly in spreading information about the UN and fostering support for UN programs. Since their inception, Lucis Trust and World Goodwill have given their support through meditation, educational materials and seminars by highlighting the importance of the UN's goals and activities as they represent the voice of the peoples and nations of the world. So World Goodwill is just one part of the Lucis Trust, okay, one of the things they do. There's a bunch of others, but let's just look at that for a minute. World Goodwill at the UN. In order to place a closer focus on the work of the United Nations and in particular the Sustainable Development Goals, the new Sustainable Development Goals for humanity have set a transformative agenda for the 15-year period 2015 to 2030. Never before has there been such a broad-based dialogue and negotiation between governments, civil society, business and academia to determine achievable goals and targets. In a previous video I looked at sustainable development and how the Pope is big time involved in that. Well, World Goodwill and the Lucis Trust is extremely deeply involved in it. Let's just look at World Goodwill. It sounds great, doesn't it? About World Goodwill. Goodwill is one of the most basic spiritual qualities of the human being and the great untapped resource at the heart of every human community. Gee, that sounds good, doesn't it? Okay, until you start really getting into the nitty-gritty of this, the following 6 recognitions can provide a better basis for deeper understanding. Number 1. Humanity is not following a haphazard or uncharted course, there is a plan. Notice there a plan in bold letters and capital because the plan is the Illuminists, illumined ones, Illuminati, whatever you want to call it, that is their plan. That's what they call the whole thing that they're doing. This plan has always existed and is part of the greater design of the cosmos. The plan has worked out through the evolutionary developments of the past and because of the special impetus given to it from time to time by the great leaders, teachers and intuitives of the human race. This leads to the second key recognition. Number 2. There exists an inner spiritual governance of the world led by enlightened beings whose ideas inspire all forward-thinking evolutionary progress in human consciousness. They are known under such different names as the spiritual hierarchy, the Society of Illumined Minds, or Christ and his church, according to various spiritual traditions. Humanity is never left without spiritual guidance or direction under the plan. Number 3. There is a widespread expectation that we approach the age of Maitreya, as is known in the East, when the world teacher and present head of the spiritual hierarchy, the Christ, will reappear among humanity to sound the keynote of a new age. Folks, these people are the very ones that are expecting the Antichrist, who they will believe is their Christ, or they'll set up as their Christ. It is the Antichrist. Now, illumined ones, I've interviewed people like Carolyn Hamlet that have been part of this plan in the past, and they know exactly what this is. It is the Antichrist that they will be bringing forth. Number 4, there are millions of mentally alert people in all parts of the world who are in touch either subconsciously or consciously with the plan and work to give it expression. In them, the consciousness of humanity as one independent unit is alive and active, and so on it goes with the others, 5 and 6, etc. Now, founded in 1932 as an activity of Lucis Trust, World Goodwill programs and publications are administered by an international group operating through headquarters in London, New York and Geneva. Now, all of those headquarters are at the United Nations, by the way. The Lucis Trust is on the roster of the United Nations Economic and Social Council. World Goodwill strongly believes that the UN should be supported as the main hope for humanity's future. It sounds like they're just some little fringe part of the United Nations, but actually they are essentially part of the United Nations, at the very heart of the United Nations, as we will see a bit further on. Madame Blavatsky was basically the founder of the New Age movement, and Alice Bailey carried it on. And when you hear people talk about light and love and wishing you light and love, it comes from the Great Invocation, which you can see here. And of course the plan has nothing to do with God's plan. It is the plan of the God of this world, whom we know as Lucifer or Satan. The land on which the United Nations sits in New York was originally donated by the Rockefellers. John D. Rockefeller offered an 18-acre site in what was known as Turtle Bay, and the city of New York also donated some additional ground to Rockefeller's gift. So that is how the United Nations became to be where it is. It was a gift from the Rockefellers and from New York City. The Lucis Trust and the New Age movement has had influence at the United Nations since it was formed. In the books that were written by Alice A. Bailey that were supposedly channeled to her by the Ascended Master DK, which I believe was a fallen angel or a demonic being, she lays out blueprints for the New World Order. The books are full of the blueprint for the New World Order and New World servers. And you will see through the quotes of politicians that they basically back up what Alice A. Bailey had written. The whole gist of the books is about teaching people how to serve the plan of these so-called Ascended Masters through the New World Order. Firstly, let's listen to Dr. Henry Kissinger espousing the New World Order.
Many people now think that the period between 1945 and 1950 was in many ways the most creative period or one of the most creative periods of American foreign policy. But it started with chaos and fear of Russian invasion of Europe and governments that were very weak and people who were very
So the United Nations came out of that, the Marshall Plan came out of that.
That's right, and NATO came out of
that, and later the Truman Doctrine came out of that later.
Right. There's a need for a new world order, but it has different characteristics in different parts of the world. I want to make one point about globalization. It's always discussed in economic terms, that everybody is better off. But that it's only partially true. Everybody is better off on the average. But in some countries or in some regions, people lose their jobs. Major adjustments have to be made. That's the engine of globalization. The people who are disadvantaged by the process look to their governments for solutions. But the governments are national and the problem is global. So how to bring about a relationship between the desirable process of globalization and its impact on the politics that we have to bring about, together with other countries, a different consciousness of what a world order is.
Notice there how Henry Kissinger talks about bringing everyone to a new consciousness of what a world order should be. That is very much New Age and occult kind of talk, and it fits in with Bailey's philosophies. For example, in her book, The Externalization of the Hierarchy, on page 29, it says here, the spiritual hierarchy will then work largely through the world scientists who, being by that time convinced of the factual reality of the soul and wise in the use of the forces of the soul and of nature, will constitute a linking body of occultists. Now back in that same book, on pages 101 to 103, Alice A. Bailey outlines 9 steps towards the New World Order. And it's quite plainly that she mentions the word New World Order and in the 9 steps that are there. At the beginning of those 9 steps, she says certain major and spiritual premises should lie back of all efforts to formulate the New World Order. And she outlines the 9 steps, and they include the world passing through a destructive era and crisis, and being after a time of recovery, of reconstruction and rebuilding. The Arcane School, which was founded by the Baileys, that's part of the Lucis Trust today, according to John Michael Greer's New Encyclopedia of the Occult, states that the school seeks to develop a new group of world servers to accomplish the work of the hierarchy of masters under the guidance of its head, the Christ. Basically, folks, these people believe that the Christ is heading the spiritual hierarchy, these ascended masters who are spiritual beings, and they are leading everyone through meditation and study. The divine energy is transmitted to humanity and raises humanity's spiritual awareness. Bailey believed that all religions originate from the same source and that all humanity will eventually come to realize this, and when they do, the result will be the emergence of a universal world religion and a new world order. Now listen carefully to this. This is in another of Bailey's books called Esoteric Psychology Volume 1, and it's found on page 4. It says here, we see the plan, again in a capital P for plan, as it unfolds for a series of lives ahead, and we are today seeking those who can be taught to work in group formation and who can constitute one of the active units in the vast happenings that lie ahead. Listen to this. Connected with that 2/3 of humanity who will stand upon the path at the close of the age, with that 1/3 who will be held over for later unfoldment. We are training men and women everywhere so that they can be sensitive to the plan, sensitive to their group vibration, and thus able to cooperate intelligently with the unfolding purpose. Now listen to that compared with George Bush Sr.'s, one of his New World Order speeches.
Out of these troubled times, our 5th objective, a new world order, can emerge, a new era. And today that new world is struggling to be born, a world quite different from the one we've known.
And notice in this speech, which I think is one of the creepiest speeches I've ever heard, where George Bush Sr. talks about how they will be successful. And who is they? The servers of the plan, the Luciferians, of which Bush was one.
We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order, an order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders.
And in this next piece, George Bush Sr. talks about the universal aspirations of mankind that may as well have come straight out of an Alice Bailey book.
A new world order where diverse nations are drawn together in common cause, to achieve the universal aspirations of mankind.
Now listen to this, folks, as I read you some more from Alice Bailey. This one is from Esoteric Psychology Volume 1, page 89. It says here, in a treatise on white magic, I outlined one of the first steps taken by the hierarchy in the work of inaugurating the new plan. This plan was tentatively formed in 1900 at one of the great quarterly meetings of the hierarchy. In 1925, at the next great meeting for cooperation, the new plan was discussed in greater detail. Certain necessary changes growing out of the result of the World War were negotiated, and the members of that important council determined two things. First, that there should be a unified effort by the collective members of the planetary hierarchy over a period of several years, that is, until 1950, to bring about certain definite results, and that during that time the attention of the Great Ones should be turned towards a definite attempt to expand the consciousness of humanity and to institute a sort of forcing process so that men's horizons of thought would be tremendously enlarged and their faith, assurance and knowledge be equally increased and strengthened.
Now you have on the one extreme globalization, in which the nation is weakened. On the other extreme, you have religion. Then in between, you still have traditional states. And how you can get an international system in a world that is states and all these other movements, that is bound to produce problems. We might actually witness the creation of a new order, because people looking in the abyss, even in the Islamic world, have to conclude that at some point ordered expectations must return under a different system.
In Geneva, Switzerland, the Lucis Trust has its base near where the United Nations is located. And as you'll see here, in London, England, the Lucis Trust is based in the same building as the United Nations Association. The Lucis Trust obviously likes to keep very close to the United Nations, and you will see that even more in New York. If you type into Google search for Lucis Trust or Lucis Publishing in New York, it comes up with a Wall Street address. But if you go to the Lucis Trust website, you find out it says it is 866 United Nations Plaza. As you can see here on their website, that's where their mailing address is located. Now, while researching this, I came across something very interesting. I'm sure most of you will remember the Occupy Wall Street movement. According to this website, which is called Mystery Babylon Watch, on the 15th of October 2011 begun the worldwide action. For the first time in history, upwards of 15 million people in 60 countries marched together for a global change. Their official website was called 15october.net. And somebody decided to find out who owned that domain name by visiting GoDaddy.com. And bam, before they changed it for a short period of time, the registrant of that domain was someone called Paulina Arcos, and the address 866 United Nations Plaza, which is registered to the Lucis Trust. And they did some more digging and found out that this Paulina Arcos was the wife of a permanent representative of Ecuador, the chairman of the special committee at the UN. And then later on they changed the domain to be registered by domains by proxy to hide that. But for a few days there, it was obvious it was The Lucis Trust was the address from which that Occupy Wall Street website, that was the address of the Occupy Wall Street movement, at the same address as the Lucis Trust. Hello, hello. Admittedly, it's a slightly different suite number, but still, 866 United Nations Plaza. It shows you where the Occupy Wall Street movement came from. Was it the Lucis Trust? Don't know, but it's certainly very close by. Now, if you had any doubts about the spiritual nature of the United Nations and the tie-up with the Lucis Trust, here is from Google search, 27th of December 2017. A meditation meeting will be held within the United Nations Meditation Room, a room of quiet, on Thursday, December 27th. Many co-workers from around the world will join by using the meditation outline, the spiritual work of the United Nations and the liberation of humanity. Further information about this meditation, and so on. So you may be asking, what is the United Nations Meditation Room? Well, you might be surprised. Some of you, I'm sure, already know about it, but for those of you that don't, what I'm going to tell you may surprise you. In a side room off from the main lobby at the United Nations headquarters in New York is a black altar situated in a meditation room. The altar is made of iron ore and it is called the Stone of Light. The meditation room first opened on October 14th, 1952. The 4-foot-high stone altar is a 6-ton piece of rock that was shipped from Sweden. The dimly lit room is laid out like a pyramid on its side. Striking the iron ore altar is a single shaft of light from a lens in the ceiling. That beam of light symbolizes the light of the skies, heaven, meeting the light of the earth's spirit, contacting and joining with matter. Meditations are held at the United Nations headquarters a couple of times per week. Additionally, a minute of silence, prayer or meditation is observed at the beginning of the UN General Assembly. Now here is a quote from the newsletter of the Aquarian Age community. As with any truly occult or spiritual symbol, this room represents more than meets the eye. It is replete with significant symbols, and the numerology, astrology and sacred geometry are all a part of this very small room, radiate their own silent but powerful spiritual vibrations, invoking the soul of those who seek to work through this organization for the benefit of humanity and the planet. Now, the room was designed by Doug, I can't even pronounce his name, Hammarskjöld, and supported by a group known as the Friends of the UN Meditation Room. It was comprised of Christians, Jews and Muslims. Isn't it somewhat ironic that members of those first three faiths contribute to the creation of an occult-inspired meditation room, filled with the symbolism of the mystery schools and maintained by the Luciferian organisation known as the Lucis Trust? The meditation room is 30 feet long, 18 feet wide at the entrance and faces north-northeast, and it's 9 feet wide at the other end, so it's wedge-shaped, like a pyramid on its side without the capstone. Now, also interestingly, the Rockefellers had a big part to play in the raising of the funds for this room and for its renovation. When the Friends of the Meditation Room agreed to raise $15,000 to pay for the redecoration of the room, John D. Rockefeller gave $5,000 of the amount sought, and the designer Dag Hammarskjöld personally raised another $10,000 from the Marshall Field family for the cost of the fresco in the room. And you can find a lot more about this on this particular website here called Anno News Vienna, where it has an article and an interview with Bill Cooper, the late Bill Cooper, talking about the meditation room, and also on the aminutetomidnight.com website. Under the United Nations Charter, the Security Council has primary responsibility for the maintenance of international peace and security. It has 15 members and each member has one vote. Under the Charter, all member states are obligated to comply with Council decisions. Now, this is the chamber where the Security Council meets. And on the wall you will find a very large painting. There are other people who have undertaken to describe what they believe the significance of each aspect of the painting is. I'm not going to go there today except to say, look, in the middle you have a phoenix that is shedding its skin basically, and it looks very much like Lucifer to me, that phoenix, and I have covered the phoenix in other videos, so I'm not going to go into detail about it here, but again, it's a very occultic Luciferian concept. The painting in the Security Council building was done by a fellow called Poretka, and it is a canvas painting that's about 5 by 9 meters in dimensions, and it pretty much dominates the chamber completely. Before the painting was done, the artist Krog provided a sketch to the art panel with an explanation in which he stated, "The essence of the idea is to give an impression of light, security and joy," he wrote. He wanted to show that the world we see in the foreground is collapsing while the new world, based on clarity and harmony, can be built up. After a lengthy section on the terrible and unhappy world of the past and the harmonious, better, just world that is to come, the section ends with the words, "Thus must the work of the UN and the Security Council provide the seeds for a new and more valuable life." It should be noted that the Lucis Trust is very involved in the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, and this was posted on their website. A significant event in the heavens occurred during the period of the Sustainable Development Summit at UN headquarters in New York. The full moon with the sun in Libra was late in the evening on Sunday, the final day of the summit. This was not just any full moon, popularly called a supermoon. The moon was especially close to Earth, so it appeared much larger in the night sky than usual, and there was a full lunar eclipse following a red effect on the moon. There have only been 4 full eclipses during a supermoon since 1900, so this was an unusual astronomical event. It should not surprise us that a significant alignment in the heavens was accompanied by such a significant gathering at the UN. From the ageless wisdom perspective, humanity is in process of shifting from a culture characterized by Pisces, a culture of separation and devotion to an ideal, towards a culture characterized by Aquarius, with keynotes of wholeness and sharing. And also note, they have the Pope's speech on the same page as well. And at the bottom it states, the range of events and agreements at and around the UN during the period of the eclipsed Libra supermoon are evidence of an unprecedented concentration on the new agenda for a sustainable future.
I think we've got to be aware that we're living in a time, I'm not going to get into the subject, which is a huge subject of climate change, but we do have variations of all sorts around the world.
It's past the point of talking. We know historically that the global governance the sort of agenda to these issues is very hard to try and, with all the best intentions, it's very hard to actually activate.
An alarming and possibly catastrophic disaster to the biosphere we live in. The negative impact of population growth on all of our planetary ecosystems is becoming appallingly evident.
I think it's also important to note here that not only was Alice Bailey influential, but also her husband Foster Bailey was influential as well. He wrote articles for Masonic magazines. He was a 32nd degree Mason. Here is a quote from page 134 of Foster Bailey's book, The Spirit of Masonry. He whom we in the West call the Christ, known also in other religions by other names, is the head of the Great White Lodge, is spoken of in Masonic writings as the Grand Master of the Lodge on high. He sits symbolically in the east and guides God's higher masonry. He is the greatest Master Mason of all. 33rd degree Freemason Manly P. Hall, in his book Lost Keys of Freemasonry, page 48, had this to say: when the Mason learns that the key to the warrior on the block is the proper application of the dynamo of living power, he has learned the mystery of his craft. The seething energies of Lucifer are in his hands, and before he may step onward and upwards, he must prove his ability to properly apply this energy. Albert Pike also called Lucifer the Light Bearer. So this begs the question, if the United Nations is the centre of world government, the political beast, where is the centre of Luciferianism? Is it in New York? Is Babylon New York? Or is Mystery Babylon Rome? Is that where the centre of the Luciferian religion is? Or perhaps Jerusalem in a third temple? There is so much more I could have said, but it's getting long enough this video now, so just find the true Christ, the true Jesus of the Bible, not one of these new age or false Christs. Jesus said to them in John 8:12, I am the light of the world. He who follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. The Luciferians, the New Agers, the Freemasons, these people that think they're in the light are actually in the darkness. So folks, don't be deceived. A Minute to Midnight is run entirely by donations. You can find a donation button on our website, aminutetomidnight.com. Really appreciate the people that help us out. Thank you very much for contributing. We couldn't do this without you. I will be putting out another video in this series. There's still more to cover, so keep an eye out for that. And all our videos, shows, etc. are found on our website, aminutetomidnight.com. Hope you enjoyed this one and got something out of it, and it's given you some food for thought. If you hit the like button and share this, that would be appreciated too. Until the next time we catch up, this is Tony saying goodbye.